Hi, friends. Welcome to another, let's just say, sporadic edition of Socially Distant. And because cancel culture hasn't gotten me yet, I'm Brian Noonan. I went with a hat today because, quite frankly, my hair is now to the stage where if I don't completely slick it down, I walk down the street and it is so far out that people have been calling the police because they think an escaped lunatic is walking around the neighborhood. So I went with a cap today. Many of you are wondering, and by many, of course, I mean one or two, where I've been for the last couple episodes. Hey, Brian, aren't you supposed to do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Supposed to is a little harsh. I've decided to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but sometimes things come up. Now, I know nobody loves excuses more than I do, and by that I mean I hate people who make excuses. So think of this less of an excuse and more like an explanation. Last Friday, I was all ready to do this little segment. Yes, Socially Distant was on the agenda. And then, last minute, I get a call after I had been up for about 20 minutes from WTMJ in Milwaukee. They desperately needed someone to do the show from noon to 3. Boom. That means I go into show prep mode, and then show mode, and then by the time the show is over, all I want to do is have a beer. I don't want to talk anymore. Monday? Monday I was at my mom's. Now, that's a saga that I will relay to you on Friday. Why I've been at my mom's 3 out of the last 5 days. Tease, right? Last week I mentioned that I was starting to get a little cabin fever. It was COVID fatigue had hit. I'm tired of watching everybody's pictures and of their vacations and people going out, and I'm getting tired of feeling that I am the only one who is really following the rules. Now, I know some of you are also following the rules. You're wearing your masks, good for you. You're not touching your face, good for you. You're avoiding crowded areas and indoor dining and theaters and gyms and all of that, good for you. But let's be honest, there's a lot of people who aren't. And sometimes they're gaslighting us, making us think that we're the crazy ones. We're not the crazy ones. Maybe we are. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe I've had enough. Maybe it's time for me to go on vacation. Maybe it's time for me to take a little trip. I don't know, where would I go? That's a good question. Thankfully for me, the president always has some ideas. The other day, in one of his press conferences, one of his COVID briefings, he made a little statement. And I thought, hey now, there's a vacation place that I might want to go. Where is that, you might ask? Well, I'm going to go to Yosemite. Yes, I'll pack a lunch of Vegemite. The bag will have to be airtight. I'll leave the house, then take a right. Probably have to drive all night. My wife will put up such a fight, so I'll crank up some Barry White. And then she won't be so uptight. Our conversation will then be polite. We'll have to stop to take a shite. Gas station bathrooms are such a fright. But to complain just seems so trite. The park's beauty is a wonderful sight. Seeing giant sequoias will be a delight. Sunrise over Half Dome is very bright. We'll hike some trails with shoes tied tight, go off the path out of spite, climb down some hills if the incline is slight. If we see a bear, we'll plan our flight in case Yogi decides to bite. If it stands up to show its height, I guess I'll have to throw down and fight to protect my wife like her white knight. After we survive that awful fright, my wife will embrace me with great delight. We'll head back home and share our plight, and history I will rewrite. Then we'll just go fly a kite. Look at that. I'm like the modern day Dr. Seuss, aren't I? Yes, the president actually said Yosemite, but why dwell on politics and mistakes? We all make mistakes. I actually couldn't say rewrite, so who am I to judge? Nobody. All right, listen, I'm going to keep this short today because I'm going out on a super secret mission. I can't tell you about it until after it's all done. But trust me, it's super secret. And it's going to make somebody very happy. Or it's going to completely fall apart and nothing will come of it. Now, I know I harp on the mask thing. Please wear masks. Please, please. And stop yelling about schools reopening. We all want schools to reopen. And I'm going to be honest with you. As a guy who teaches and a guy who knows a lot of teachers, nobody wants to be back in school more than the teachers. Nobody. Remote learning is a nightmare for them. But they don't have any choice. They're all everybody from the district on down is trying to protect your kids. I understand there's a lot of worries about at-home learning, remote learning. What are you going to do with your kids if you have to go to work? There's a lot of questions, and those all need to be answered and addressed, but everybody's doing the best they can. So lighten up, Francis. It's all going to work out. The vaccine's coming, isn't it? Isn't it? Please? All right. Well, that's that. Friday, I will share the big adventure of why I've been at my mom's so much lately. Until then, I want you to stay safe. I want you to stay home. I want you to stay rhyming all the timing. And as always, I want you to stay socially distant. Have a great day. Bye.